morning, this is Mel from Harmony Hill Farm, and this evening I want to share with you guys a video that I had put up over a year ago. It was January the 11th, 2019 when I did this video, and I had a request to redo it because the audio was so bad. So I'm going to go ahead and do that tonight because I was asked to. So here we go. This dream took place on like a military compound. It was like a base camp, you know, kind of like a base camp. So as I was walking through the base camp, I noticed that there were several paddocks with different animals, cows and horses and things like that in it. I also noticed that there were military personnel that were taking care of the animals, and as I walked by, they would be like, hey, this is ridiculous. We don't have enough people to take care of these animals and everything. So I was of a little bit of rank in the dream. And I remember turning to them and just telling them, you know, hey, you are going to have to do the best that you can do with what you have and where you're at. I'm sorry. We're just the time that we're in. And I was walking into the base camp, I guess, house. It's the only thing I can explain, you know, explain because there were people that were living in, maybe it was a hospital. I don't know. But I walked in and there were two privates, and they were sitting at a white table, and they were going through files. I mean, like, this guy had a file in front of him, and they were about like this, you know, like the size of a card file, except really long. And each one of them had one in front of them, and they were just kind of going through the files. And there was another man that was with me, and we were standing and we were talking about the whole situation, about how, you know, our food is running low, our supplies are running low, and, you know, it was just kind of like we were discussing, you know, what are we going to do? And I heard the door open to my right, and I turned around, and there was a little girl. She was probably between the ages of 5 and 7, I would say. She came out. She was so cute, blonde-headed with little curls. And I said, oh, sweetie, you're feeling better. Are you going to go play? And she went like this. And when she smiled, and as soon as she put her hand on the door handle to turn it, the death angel came, and he grabbed her. And he looked at me in my eyes, and they were black as coal. There was no life in them. It was a horrible thing. Anyway, he took the little girl just right in front of me. It was awful. And I just turned around and I looked at the two guys, and one guy, the guy that was on the facing me on the left, because I'm looking at him like this, and one's here and one's here, and the guy that's right here on the left, he had this look of fear on his face. And I thought that he just saw the death angel like I did. You know, I was like, wow, he just saw that. That's crazy. But that wasn't it. He just said, I found it. I've been exposed. And that's all he said. And he got up and he walked out the door. And I walked over to the table where he was at, and I looked down, like, you know, at the paper. And then I just turned around and I said, it's a virus. It's a virus. And so I went out to follow where he was going, and he walked down a wooden plank sidewalk, and so I was following behind him. And he went over to, went through like a breezeway type thing, and then he went out to a like an overlook. He was like overlooking, I don't even remember what he was overlooking, the ocean or whatever, but I know it was like on a deck. And he went over there, and he just was like this, you know, on the side. And then I just came up next to him, you know, not right next to him, but, you know, near him. And I said, are you okay? And he said, no, I'm not. And he looked at me and he said, what do you think? And I said, you know what I do think? I think that it's all going to be okay. And then I woke up, and that was the dream. But that was over a year ago, and I don't, actually I don't know at what time all the COVID started and everything, but if you think for 1 minute that God will not warn his servants of what is coming, you need to think again, because that is scripture fulfilled. But this message was for the man that asked me to put it back up, that maybe he didn't hear the audio. And I mean, I'm sorry, it was bad audio. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when I was driving to work at that time. And so anyway, there you go. Today, if you can be a blessing to someone, do so, and be blessed yourself. Love you guys. See you later.